Alright, Firefather.
Oh shit.
What? I don't like that. Oh shit.
Give
What?
me a
What's
second
wrong?
here. Hold on. Hey, Decked.
Yeah, you need me?
And I need you for a minute. Can you hop down real quick?
From
No.
Hello.
So I need to kick somebody from the party real quick. I did a whoopsie. I need you to pull us into 10, Decked.
Oh, okay.
So I'm just gonna kick you for now,
cleared
Kelly.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kick me. I don't want to be in here anyway.
Oh no, dude.
Fuck all of it.
So just hop on a tank and then pull us in. Actually, hold on. Fine, it works. I was gonna say.
Oh,
never mind,
Have you
'cause I
not done
think
9
people-
yet?
No, I don't do
No.
reclares anymore.
Did I fuck
Oh,
something
no.
up?
No, you're fine. Just go ahead and pull us in real quick, Dick, and then we'll all leave. But
Do you only need to be like in the instance for it to count, or
yeah,
that's nice.
Oh, interesting.
Wait, it's beyond the story it has it says it has beyond story progression. Wait,
okay, now we can all
Oh.
just leave, and then I'll pick up Kelly. Thank you, Dick.
no, no problem.
Whoops, I forgot about that.
Gotta get your reclears in, man.
Toss me back, leave, and then we'll, you know. Maybe
You
I
know,
should
I
just do them anyway.
I could have put us in there.
I forgot. I
I
realized.
cleared
that.
9 yesterday.
Yeah,
There you go.
I think Chris could have did it too, but that's okay.
No, could I have?
You got your.
I got my clear on 12. Does that count?
Why is this not working? Yeah, cause you got
It just has to be in this reset.
It just
I
has
got
to
carried.
Be, yeah. Why did that not work?
I don't know, pass Leaf to Vega.
No, I can queue for it. It's just fucking weird. I don't know. I think something's
one?
off. What you call it? All right, that's fine.
All
Thank
good?
you,
All
Dak.
good?
I appreciate it.
No problem. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. So, first things first. We're gonna be setting up our waymarks. I'm just gonna set up clock positions. I do them a bit weird. So what do we have for? Oh wow, that sucks. I'm going to be right here. I'm gonna be the north clock position. Kelly, I want you here.
Okey-doke.
Now I'm gonna have Vega. You can be there, and Sirius, I need you here. So then I'll have Jen. You can go south. Chris, you can go west. And then Ryo, you can go northwest, and then Ayame, you can go northeast. So these are just going to be your general clock positions. Basically, what you'll do is I'll say like out in your clocks or something along those lines, and these are going to be dropping your shadows. You'll see them when we get to them. Make sure you don't go near them. Kelly, you can drop yours in melee.
Okay.
Just as long as you're on your spot, and then you just rotate north with it. You'll have aggro at that point.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll explain them when we get to them, but we'll just see the mechanics. I don't know how far. I know some of you are like fresh in here, and some of you have seen a decent amount. But yeah, we'll just go ahead, toss the raid check out. If you're using food, go ahead and pop it, and then we'll get at it, you know? see real quick here. Okay. So, we got 20 on the clock and we'll send her. After the 4th cleave kick, Kelly, you're gonna need a provoke off me. So when I say like 3, and you'll be ready for your provoke. The cat's like really just tweaking out right now. She's giving her.
Oh no.
Alright, so what'll happen is he's gonna cleave one side, so we're going over to B, get on the B side of the arena. And then we have to move out. This is the range thing I was talking about. And then we are on the south side at C. Get over to C. Alright. So I'll be taking a group of just cleaves here. I'm just gonna involve this. After 4 Kelly, you have to vote. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go ahead, make sure your stance is on.
My Benny stance I fucked up.
And then Kelly's taking a buster. Alright, so now we're gonna go to our clock positions and get ready to drop your shadow. And then basically you're gonna, oh fuck me. You're gonna want to be out. Yeah, I messed up. I'm gonna kill people. Yeah, so Ayame, you and I basically need to go out.
Oh, okay, good.
Everyone needs to be pretty well out. Well, specifically the north people need to be away. Otherwise you make stuff scary. But you saw like the cleave there. I don't know. So I'll explain in shadows. What's happening there in shadows is you will have, like, let's say I'm down at 3 or whoever's this spot. I think it's Vega. So she'll go out. She'll drop her shadow like out here or whatever, and then she'll run north. I'll put a Dorito on my head to come stack. There's going to be like a number above your shadow, or there won't be a number. If it's 1, it basically means you need to be outside of that stack group first. If it's a 2, you need to be in that stack group for the first stack, and then you need to move out. If it's 3, you need to be out for... You need to move out when the 2s come in, kind of thing. I'll call it. You'll see, like, it's like a dot number. If you don't have anything above your shadow, you can just chill. 2 people won't have anything above their shadow. 1 person's gonna have a stack marker, and the other person just isn't gonna have anything. The dots are delayed for number 2 and number 3, so just keep an eye on your shadow until like mechanics start going off. Is the best way to explain that. But yeah, so there's that. The other part I'll explain real quick, but the shadow portals, where he cleaves part of the arena. Basically, if his head is up, he's cleaving in front of him. So as is right now, he'd be cleaving the south, and his tail's up, he's cleaving behind him. So that's going to be behind him, right? So if I have him facing south, for instance, and there's a portal, shadow portal on C, and his tail's up, he's going to be cleaving C because that's where the portal's rear is, right? And if his head's up, he's going to be cleaving north at A if the portal's on C. I'll call it out, so it's not going to be too bad. For the left-right mechanic, all you have to look for is like which hand he's got raised, and it's based off the portal on that. So, if there's any questions at any point, feel free to ask. Alright. 1 o'clock. Kelly, watch your stance.
Oh yeah, alright.
You're good. I'll cleave. Go Burr, you know what I'm saying? We're over at D, so his tail's up, so we're away from him because it's cleaving the shadow. Perfect. Now we'll be moving out. Get Oot and a boot. You already know. And then we're down at C. Get down to C. Alright, cool. I'll be taking the bus through. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3, and go ahead. That's a cleave on Coop. Alright. Get ready to drop your shadow out. So get your clock. Ready to drop your shadow. When the cast bar is out, Ayame, you can basically go in. So you could go in now. So watch your shadow, watch the number. If you have 1, stack up on the Dorito, by the way. If you have 1, you need to get out of the stack. You guys need to come north here. Don't stack at center.
I don't know why I'm dying to that.
Okay, so we're stacking north and then we're cutting across, go south. Okay, that's okay.
You're dead.
Oh! What did you get hit by, I guess, is my question.
I died during shadows.
You
Didn't you
died,
get a
I think
stack
you
marker?
died to a cleave, where you had the stack.
Well, I did have the stack.
Oh, you
but
have
I
the stack.
died.
We were missing a
There
lot of
probably
people
wasn't
on top.
enough people in the stack then, because like,
Nobody was
people
in
were all over the
stack,
place.
but
everyone,
I
so
had one.
the stack default location needs to be pretty well north at A. Because
Well,
it's like a,
what
it's
happened
a
was
fluid
we
movement.
Went out to shadows, right? So I came over here,
Yeah.
and then I like moved, and then I died.
You, oh, did you stay out there?
What do you mean?
So were you
Could've
in
ran
proximity?
someone
Were
else's
you
shadow,
like,
maybe?
so if I'm your shadow, right? Were you about this far from your shadow?
I don't know that I was that far, but
Were you closer,
like I
or?
was right here, right with the tether, and then I like.
And your shadow was like, yeah, so you were too close to your shadow. You got cleaved by your shadow. So basically how the shadows work is they're proximity based. If you're close to your shadow, it's going to cleave. You cannot trigger somebody else's shadow. Only you can trigger your own shadow. But what'll happen is, like, if Vega's my shadow, if you can just stay still for a minute. If Vega's my shadow and I'm like over here or something like that, I'm just out of range for the shadow. But if I'm like here, I'm gonna activate the shadow and it'll cleave me. So basically, when we're dodging for that stack stuff too, we need to be mindful of like where our shadow is and where we're dodging to. You can stack on somebody else's shadow and be fine. You just cannot be on your shadow. Otherwise you will die. I think that's what happened there. But
Facing or no?
what's that?
Doesn't matter which direction I'm facing.
When you drop your shadow, or
Yeah.
it doesn't matter which direction you're facing. Just as long as you get away from your shadow, like pretty well as soon as you drop it, because it will cleave right away. You'll see, like, so
You can
basically,
start moving when the cast bar is done,
Yeah.
basically.
yeah. When the cast bar is done, you can just straight up move in and move north to like where I am. Then after that, we'll pretty well just be stacking. Whoever has the ones will be out of the stack, and then the AoE goes off. 2s go out, 1s come in. AoE goes off, 2s go in, 3s go out. AoE goes off. We stack up. We basically stack up north, we ball all our shadows together because they'll teleport to us, and then we had to split south because they're all going to cleave. That's kind of like the motion there. we will. If there's are there any questions on that or?
Seems straightforward, I guess. Like, so just go out and then go in, and then if you what number you are,
Yeah.
just wait.
The
Then
very
go in
important thing
once
is to
it
stack up
pops up.
north.
Wait, if that's the case, shouldn't the healers be stacking northeast and northwest? If that's the case.
It's not guaranteed it's a healer. It could be anyone.
Oh,
It's
okay,
it
never
gets
mind.
put on somebody random.
okay.
I
Like
just, when I place my shadow, I watch the cast bar, and then I run as soon as it goes off.
my mechanics, how I do stuff in learning parties is anti-healer. You will find out very quick.
It's just been a fucking minute since I've done this as well.
I know,
So
it's
I
good.
have to get reoriented, so.
Yeah, I'll take a couple pulls. We'll just do right check and then we'll hop back in there.
And you don't have to Benny, save your Benny, I'll heal you if you get hit.
Yeah, I haven't been getting out far enough for the big fucking circle, so.
I got this cat looking at me. She's like right beside my hand here. Right. Just- Hi, dickhead. What are you doing?
You answered back.
Yeah, I did. Catboy is where it's at, you know? It's my home.
That's what I'm familiar with.
Mm-hmm. Catgirl was real good, but I miss my Catboy.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We're over at D. Get to the D.
It's a dick joke.
Mm-hmm. We're going out in the boot. Y'all already know. We're going to be on the B side. Get to the B side. I was curious to see if you were going to get server checked. You did not.
Fucking mids, Brent. I was like, oh no.
There's 1. There's 2. There's 3. Go ahead, Kukeli.
A 1, a 2, a 3.
I need Kukeli taking that tank festival. We haven't been getting the stack, which is nice. Alright, so get out into your clock position. And then go ahead and drop your shadow out. You can drop it in melee if you want to. And then everyone
just
stack
dropped
up
out.
on the triangle. If you have the 1, stay out of the stack. So whoever's last, stay out, yep. And then, yep. Okay, whoever 2's out, 1's in. And then 3's out, 2's in. And then they all stack up. And we'll be crossing when this cuts. Go ahead and cross, quick, quick, quick. Yeah, you pretty well have to move right away, otherwise that'll happen.
I didn't die to that, I died to something else.
Yeah. And ball net kook.
Oh, we got it.
No,
No,
you
not.
did not.
I forgot how delayed the
Kukeli!
fucking ones are.
Oh,
Oh boy.
no.
Jen, no!
Ow! right in the kisser.
No, everyone's dying.
Oh,
We'll just wipe it, but
oh, I forgot about this. Okay.
it's Cleveland left.
How delayed the fucking in ones are.
Mhm.
Need to double.
Well, it's only Paladin, really.
graph.
Paladin has
pressed
a
it-
delayed invuln. Best invuln, by the way. Decteris 2021, by the way. Are you even watching this?
I
It's
pressed
not
it
as
when
fun
the
if
first.
I'm shit talking you and you're not here.
I pressed it like right before the first hit, like hit me, and then I
Yeah.
died to the second one.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Alright, 20 on the clock.
I tried to heal you too, but I ran out of crystals.
Now I know that I have to inball it because I I forgot.
Oh shit.
I got my stance.
Oh, the cafe's tonight too. Forgot about that. Busy night. We're going a D, get to the D. We're going oot and a boot. You already know what I mean. And then we're going to be at A, get to A. Server text that is.
What else is new?
1, 2, 3, 4, and go ahead, Coot. And stack up, everyone. Just stack so. Alright, get ready to drop your shadow out. Alright, watch your number, stack up on the triangle. If you have 1, stay out. I do not get, yeah. And then 2 is out. And then 3 is out. Oh yeah, that stack marker needs to be up. I don't know who had it there, but I kind of saw what happened.
Oh boy.
It's okay. I'm assuming it got just randomly applied to you, Jen. I don't know, but so it's very important that you do not dodge like back towards your shadow because you will literally just die.
Yeah, I kind of realized that halfway.
Like
so.
basically, Kikali, if you're just dropping yours in melee, you're just gonna go around, right?
Yeah, because I went like towards the B first, but I just went to D instead afterwards. Because I like had a thought about like, my
Wait.
shadows over there is not a good idea.
Wait, what the fuck?
So real quick, for you, Rio, I saw what ended up killing you was your shadow, and that's fine. It's just so when you're dodging for that stack marker, you just want to kind of like dodge away from it, right? So like if you're over at 1, then you kind of just want to go. You basically just stay the fuck away from 1. You can go like through the boss south if you want. You can go like here. You can go south of 1. Just don't be anywhere near 1. Otherwise, you'll just kill yourself.
Okay.
You can stack on somebody else's shadow if you want, but or I mean, ideally you don't, but you can pretty well go anywhere, just nowhere near yours. Otherwise, that'll happen. But
Gotcha.
what were you gonna say, Jen? Or Chris? Sorry.
Stab in the back in more ways than one. Yeah, thanks, Shadowkeeper.
20 on the clock. We're going to C. Get to C. We're vibing at C. We're having a gooder at C. Then we're gonna be moving out and a boot. Yeah, I already know. Then we're going to be on the D side. Get over to the D. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go ahead. Stack up. You don't have to, I mean, you can use Bang there, but you don't have to really worry about it too much because I'm not going to be taking damage until like here.
Okay.
So go ahead and drop your shadow out. Kelly. Go in. Everyone stack north. Stack north. If you have one, stay out. Alright. One's in, two's out. Two's in, three's out. And then everyone stack up. And then we'll be crossing south when these teleport. And go. Alright. We'll keep going. That might have been really kook. 1,
I don't know.
2, 3, 4.
Paladin, by the way.
Alright, so what's gonna happen here is I'm gonna stack, you do not stack, kook. Yeah, sorry, Jen. So what'll happen here, tanks and healers are first. Tanks, healers, you are going to be cleaving your right hand side, so you want to point these counterclockwise. Yep, perfect, good job. Be inside the AoE, so Rio go north a bit, yeah. Alright, come up in. And then DPS, you're next. DPS, one of the tanks and healers are going to get it too. You're cleaving left, so point them clockwise. Other side, Chris. And other side, serious. Actually, everyone other side, really. Go ahead and, yeah, we just died, but...
It's too late, I can't.
Uh-oh.
I left.
I can explain it now.
I guess I don't get how the other side isn't the same.
So, I guess, for that, the shadow stack thing that we are doing, you can wait for the call, but pretty well, as soon as you see the AoE go off, if you know your number is next, you can go right as soon as that AoE goes off or the audio cue goes off. It's kind of up to you what you want to do there. You could also wait for the call. I think I was a bit late on one of those calls, so that didn't help, but it's quick reaction with that stack. So that's all that was. Nothing too crazy there. Now, for the
Shadow?
The shadows. Well, how to explain that? So, you can look at it a couple ways. What'll end up happening is you're going to have... I'm just going to steal... Actually, I'm going to steal A. So, you'll have, like, your marker, right? So this... Actually, I'm going to steal Kikeli. Come here, Kikeli. So...
Okay.
I'm going to pretend... like Kikeli is that black shadow that you saw behind you. So Kikeli is the black shadow. I'm gonna say, okay, if I'm here and Kikeli or my shadow's south of me, like you can think of it either as like an arrowhead, or you can just think of it as like your shadow is behind you kind of thing. Either way you think about it. You can just kind of work with it. So if my shadow is pointing north, south, whichever, you kind of have to know which direction it's going to be cleaving, and then you have to position yourself based on that. So if, for instance, let's say the boss is cleaving the right hand side, and Kikeli is my shadow, I'm standing north of my shadow, I need to be positioning myself at B, because that's the way the shadow's going to cleave. So if I'm over at B, then the shadow's going to cleave my right hand side, which is going to cleave outside the arena. Basically, think of it as you are the boss and you are cleaving the raid, kind of thing. So, another way to think about it is with that shadow, if you have the one that's facing north and south, you will either be on B or you will either be on D. So if you see those two, you just automatically know, okay, I need to be on either D or I need to be on B. If you have the one pointing east or west, you will either be on A or you will be on C. So, yeah, Kelly linked in party chat there if you want to do like training, but it's nice. It's kind of funny, just to give you an idea on what's going on with it. But this is kind of like the first real weird mechanic when people don't know what's going on with it. If you want to think of them as like arrows, I will just call like, I'll end up calling cleaving left and like clockwise or something like that, right? So you would just point your arrow clockwise, if that call works for you, or if that way of thinking works for you. It really just depends on what works for you when it comes to that. Because when we were progging it, I was thinking of it as like a clock, and using them as arrows, and everyone else was thinking of like right and left, and how this works, I don't know. It's a lot. It's not that bad once you get used to it, but that's the general idea. So just to reiterate again, so like if my shadow's C and I'm like here and I'm cleaving right, I would be over at A. And if I'm down here and I'm cleaving left, I'd be at C, cleaving south. We'll see it a few more times, then we'll get a better idea on what's going on. I think running into it a few times is a good way to learn. So we'll do that.
I have a question.
Sure.
For that one. So for example, I have a shadow going south, right?
Yep.
So if I have a south, if I have shadow south, if he's cleaving right, it would be clockwise, and if he's cleaving left, it would be counter. Is that correct? I haven't seen any video.
Left is clockwise, right is counter. If you're thinking of it that way.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, right would be, so if he's cleaving right, it would be counter. If it's cleaving left, it would be clockwise, right?
Yeah. If you want to think of it that way, yeah, that's how you would do it.
Okay.
And then like the arrows pointing north and south, you are always on east and west. And if your arrow is pointing east and west, you're north and south always. Just depends on which direction it's going and where you're cleaving. But yeah. Well, are there any questions on that, or? It's probably the most awkward mechanic to explain in this fight. But we'll put 20 on the clock and we'll get at her again.
Kind of makes sense. Like it just kind of like maybe.
Yeah.
Just kind of.
You kind of have to
like,
see it a few times.
Yeah. Like, I think if he goes south and then just see where he would do it, it's like, okay, it's gonna be clockwise. It's gonna be. I guess.
Yeah. It takes a bit to get used to it, but confident you guys you will get it. If the tanks and healers get it first, I think all of us have seen, we're going A, by the way, come to A. All of the tanks and healers have seen it enough to where you can just watch us. It's referring to DPS, to move out, sorry. We are on the D side, get over to the D side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go ahead. Kill it. Oh, leave on. Scaring me, dude. Alright, get ready to drop your shadow. Stack north. Watch your number. 1s get out. 2s get ready. Go 2. 1's in. And then 2's in, 3's out. And get ready to cross.
No.
Not yet. Watch Jens. Jens is gonna kill us. Go to the side. Don't have reses. Just gonna watch you die, Coop.
No.
What keeps killing people there?
That was a shadow cleave that killed people on a couple of them, I think. So, yeah, just when you are just to reiterate, just when you are dodging for that cleave, or the stack, you cannot go anywhere near your shadow. So like pretty well when you dodge for your stack, when you're getting out of that stack, just go across from where your original clock is, because that'll just save you if you need to. If you can get away with it, then that's fine, but I just saw somebody pretty well go back to their clock position and just get killed by their shadow, and I was like,
That was me.
yeah, it's okay, it happens. It's just getting used to it, right? Because like it's just one of those things. Yeah. Other than that, I think when we miss somebody from that stack as well, it's obviously more damage, and it's more for the healers to heal. So I think it was extra stuff on you guys for healing. What's this? We'll put 20 on the clock. Get out of here. We're on the B side. And then we're moving out and a boot. We are on the B side. Get to the B side. Get ready for me getting cleaved in the face 4 times in a row. Hopefully you go bird, you know. 1, 2, 3, 4, go ahead. Leave one cube. Alright, get ready to drop your shadow out. Watch your numbers stack north. 1s get out of the group. 2's out, 1's in. 3's out, 2's in. And then stack up everyone. You will be crossing in a second. Go ahead and cross. Cool. Go ahead, Coop. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a cleave on me. Alright, get ready for the shadows. Alright, so it's going to be on the tanks and healers first. So tanks and healers, you are going to be cleaving your left-hand side, so you can point them clockwise. Go south, Sirius. Come on in. Good stuff. Alright, DPS, your turn. So DPS, you are going to be cleaving your left-hand side as well. So point them clockwise. Chris, go south. Yeah, that's good. Perfect. Come on in, guys. To move to the side, Ame. Yeah, that's alright. Alright, so now it's orbs. So what's going to happen here, get on the intercardinal if you want to get knocked back. Otherwise, pop your knockback immunity. Now, what's going to happen here, I didn't explain this, but you're going to be going with light parties. We didn't assign light parties, so we're probably just going to die. And we're going to be soaking orbs, so Kelly be on D in this case. Try to like free ball it if you want, guys, but
Oh, we made it.
yeah, we worked.
So-
Alright, so what's going to happen here, it's going to be the same thing. We're also going to have to free ball this. It's going to jump 5 times. It'll either end C or A. We're just going to see how this works. 2, 3, 4. Ah, shit. And then down at
So-
C. I'm just going to sack myself for this, for Prague. No! The fairy, they almost killed me. The PvP fairy. Alright, so what'll happen here is you'll see like these squiggly lines. I'll explain that when we get back to it. But, so you go onto these squiggly lines that you see me at right now. And then after these explode, so you come north to 1. After these explode, you can rotate. So go ahead and rotate to the other intercardinal. And then we'll have an AoE here. Alright, now it's going to explode 4 times. Basically what we did in phase 1 there. So we're going to be at B, so everyone over to B, and then we'll be at C. Everyone to C, get to C. After we're at C, we're going to A, go to A. After we're at A, we're going to D, go to D. Alright, then we'll have a raid wide, and we'll be moving out. And just like chilling. So make sure you move out and a boot. You already know what I mean. We're vibing, we're having a gooder. And then you ripped it off and so you're gonna die.
Uh-oh.
1, 2, good Kelly. You actually murdered me. Oh my gosh,
I'm
dude.
gonna try to grab my
Oh, it's on me? What?
I didn't even mean to press that button either.
God, Kelly.
Help!
I'm sorry.
Take it
So
from
this is
me.
Voidgate. I'll just explain it. This Voidgate's pretty straightforward once you get it.
Oh shit.
Yeah. We're just gonna die because we don't have enough people in for this.
I also have 0
Oh,
Okay, Kelly.
mana. I live. No, I don't.
So, how we'll assign life heavies, I'm gonna put them on the healers. So 1 mark.
Isn't it like the
this
tanks
is gonna
take
be
the
fun.
ones?
Yeah,
The
tanks
healers
are taking
DPS
their own. Wait, what's that?
And then the healers and the DPS take the 3.
So basically how that configuration was there were 2 tank orbs. The purple orbs are tank orbs. They are busters, so Kikeli mitigate. They are over at, well, in that case it was A and D, and the stack ones were B and C. You need 3 people in each of the stack ones to resolve it properly, otherwise people dying, others get damaged down for some reason.
You can survive
because this
it too,
game
but
hates
you get
people,
damaged
I
down.
guess. And was it the yeah, so you're gonna be in your stack group. So Sirius's stack group will be I believe it's gonna be Chris and Ryo. So you're over at the 1 stack group, and then Ayami and Jen, you're over at the 2 stack group. So you through the 6 of you are going to be stacking with whoever you're with, right? So this is where the explaining gets a bit weird with this. So basically how this works is one group, so the one group is prioritizing the west side and the north side, and the B group is prioritizing the east side and the south side. So you kind of have to work it like that. So if there's like an orb over at D and B, the D group or the one group needs to be at D, and the B group needs to be at B, or the 2 group needs to be at B. If, for instance, we had a situation where we had that last one, where we had B and C, D group would be at C, and B group would be at B. Does that make sense? It's a bit weird, but if if we have D, or if we have like A and D, then A group or one group needs to be at A, and then 2 group needs to be at D.
I go to D.
It
I don't do
That's
A.
not right, is it?
no, that's
I
not
go
right.
A.
You're right. It's
A.
not right. Yeah.
Okay.
My bad. It confuses me when it's like the same side.
Like,
That's why you
basically-
see Arison and I do
always-
like weird stuff.
Like you could say, if
no,
you're in the
that's right.
2 group, for example, if it spawns on B, then you basically just stay on B.
Yeah.
That's basically it. And then the other group
yeah.
will do whatever.
Oh,
And then if it's north and south, then 2 groups on C, and then 1 group's on A. There are intercardinal ones. So if it's like intercardinals, like if it's like 1, 4, 2, and 3, 1 group is on 1 and 2 groups on 4, because you're prioritizing east and south, right? For that dog jump, that is extremely important. You know which one is west and east, and which one's north and south, because with the dog jump, what'll end up happening is... So I think we kind of understand the orbs to some degree, at least. I need to explain the dog jump, because that's kind of... It was our first real quote-unquote wall, I guess. It's kind of weird. So what'll happen is you'll get like all the orbs, 2 stack groups and 2 tank busters, like center stage. The dog will be jumping around the arena. Wherever it lands, you pretty well need to get behind it where it ends. So let's say it ends at C. That would mean the let's see, the configuration is like there's a stack group here, there's a stack group here, and then the tank busters are over here. The 1 group would need to be in line with this one. The 2 group would need to be in line with this one. and then the tanks would be doing their thing over here. It takes some
This
getting
is where
used
I
to.
messed up.
It's really confusing. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's kind of rough, but
I mean, I still fuck this up half the time too.
yeah. Well, I mean, I
Um,
mess it up too, but like that's where like having realistically, you just need like 4 or 3 people knowing where they're going for that, and then everyone can just rely on those 3 people. Because like in our static, I have one person calls where one group is going, and the 2 group just goes to the other spot. And I power move a spot for the tanks, and then the tanks get sketchy sometimes, but that's okay. But yeah, we'll raid check, and then we'll pull again, and then we'll take a break, and then if there's any questions during the break, I'll answer them.
If the orb spawns here, do I have to stand underneath of it? Or can I be in melee
You
range?
you just had to be closest to it. They're proximity based,
Okay.
so
As long as the rest of the people are
you'll
with you,
want to
then
be
it's fine.
the group, basically. You can
I'll
be
try
if
my
you go
under.
there
best to
alone,
be
then you will
melee
just
range.
die,
Yeah. I wonder if you could take that alone as a tank.
Probably mitigation, because you survive it with 2 people. You just get the damage down.
Bruh. My
Oh,
botan didn't
stance.
work, Kookaloo.
My stance is on as well.
Oh,
We're going A. Get over to A there, bye.
that's
We're moving out in the boot. Then we are on the B side. Get over to the B side. Alright, we're chilling. Having a good time.
are we?
Yeah, I'm having a good time. I'm always having a good time.
I'm
1,
having a good time too.
2, 3, 4. Go ahead, Coop. And then that's a cleave on Kookaloo. Alright, get ready to drop your shadow. So to your clock. Alright, watch your number. Stack north. 1, stay out. So you can come over to me, Ryo, yeah. And then move in. 2's out. And then 3's out. And then stack up. And then we cross. It's okay, that one's fine. Go ahead, Coop. 1, 2, 3. Shirk me if you can.
Oh yeah, I missed it.
Otherwise, you'll just pull it back and we'll have a situation like last time.
Yeah, but forgot the stance part.
You can keep your stance on. So, DPS, you're first. DPS, you are cleaving your left-hand side, so clockwise. Other side, Rio. You're good, Chris. And then somebody... That's...
Maybe
Just
like
come here
one.
with me.
Yeah.
It's fine. It was not fine? Question mark?
That's fine.
I'm so confused.
I got hit.
So this is left, so clockwise again. Leafed. Jesus. Oh, serious?
I'm fixing it. Just get a little more north.
Come north, quick. A little bit. It's okay, we're good. We're vibing, we're having a gooder. Alright, so this is the knockback, so get into the corners, or pop your knockback. You can pop your knockback.
hate dogs.
Alright, so get ready for your orbs.
Shit.
So my orb is
For A.
Alright, so it's gonna jump. So we're on A, so it's either gonna end D or B. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It's on D. So go over and behind on D. Kelly and Navy sophomore.
Okay.
I'm alive.
You see what I was talking about with the arena cleave there, at least, or
Did
I kind of want to try some jank shit, but
Bring out the tank LBs.
idea.
Bringing out the tank LBs.
So we saw a
No.
video recently where you tank LB there and then you just position for those. I think it's hilarious personally, but probably not the best idea. We'll just leave the instance and take a quick break.
Yeah, I don't see any party finders using that strat.
Yeah.
That was fun.
We still have an hour left, so we'll just take a quick break.
Oh boy.
Flame, are you at 5.0?
I'm at my house. What's up? What do you need?
I just want, if you can, to explain to me them damn shadows real fast.
Sure.
just gonna
Just
teleport
come over
to you.
here and then I can show
Yeah.
you in the empty yard with markers.
Yeah, I think I'm thinking of it backwards is the problem, and I don't know.
Sure. All right. So let's play a game here. We are playing the game of shadows. Cat, you need to move so I can see what. All right.
Yeet the cat.
So
where do you guys? I want to
I'm at
watch.
Oh
my
yeah.
house.
Oh.
So you can just TP to. You have me added. I don't know if either of you have me added. So I'm in. My house is.
Well, I'll just do this.
Oh my god. It's gonna take a bit. It's loading. I hate this. I hate the friends list system.
We tried not having 7,000 friends.
No. I wish I could have 7,000 friends and this wouldn't be an issue, but
You can only have 200.
did I get you as well, Rio, or
There, I'll send
okay.
one.
Yeah, you're at the house that I gave you, and then someone took.
I
the
mean,
fucking
like,
medium part.
Oh,
You had to be quicker,
no,
man. That's all I'm saying.
dude.
Dude, that
What do you
shit
mean
went
had to
in
be
literally 30 seconds.
No.
Like,
Well,
I don't
I mean-
even know.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's your fault. I'm just saying I'm
No.
still upset about it.
I mean, I'd be upset about it too, so I don't blame you.
Yeah. I mean, I'm still talking with the guy. I'm trying to
Okay.
bargain with him or something.
So, if we're
Sounds
looking
like-
at the marks how I have them placed normally, right? We have so A, B, C, D, north, south, east, west. If we have, if you're my shadow, right? Let's pretend you're my shadow, and I'm north of you, right? And so that means you are pointing at me, right? You're behind me. The boss is cleaving left, right? So the boss is cleaving his left hand. So you are cleaving. I am cleaving. You are cleaving with your left hand, right? So you want to shoot that outside the arena. So you're gonna basically be here, right?
Right.
'Cause-
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you're cleaving right, you would be here. If it's pointing north, right? Now,
Yeah.
alternatively, if it's south, right? If I'm south and I'm cleaving right, I'm over here at D, right? Dropping it that way. If it's cleaving left and the shadow is north of me and I'm south of my shadow, then it's cleaving B.
Okay, yeah, no, I do understand that, so I don't know why I'm fucking it up. Okay, so say
It
I'm
takes
your
some getting used
shadow
to.
and I'm right here.
Yep.
You know, and you're right there. I must be fucking this one up. But if it's cleaving left, wouldn't I be up here?
If you are my shadow in that case, yes, you're correct. But the
But then what's
problem with what we had last time was we had cleaving left and your shadow is like this, right?
Well,
So that means you would be cleaving your left, or yeah, you were
No.
cleaving your left side. Wait, hang on.
so
No,
I should be
Yeah,
looking at
you're
the
right,
shadow.
you're right. So what happened? I'm
Brain
so
explosion.
confused. I'm confusing myself, right?
I was
I'm so
wait,
like
why?
I'm.
The problem
Okay,
is
give me a
I'm
second, give
thinking
me a
about
second.
it wrong. Something happened and my brain is fucking broken right now, and
I'm
don't know
like,
what's going on.
Okay, hang on here. Let me.
Wait,
think.
okay, hang on. Let me ask this. Should I be looking at my shadow?
Oh
with
yes.
that?
So what the thing was, you basically just base off your shadow, kind of thing. You're
I've been
less
looking
basing off of
away
you.
from it. I've been looking away from it. I should be looking at it.
Yeah.
So like if you're my shadow,
Yep.
I should be looking at you. And then if it's cleaving left, I would be here.
Sorry, no, you're
I-
looking away from your shadow. I understand what you're saying now, and you're looking away from
okay.
your shadow. Basically, any mechanic. This is like in E10S, they have Shiva mirrors, and it works the same way. Basically, how you think about it is you have your back to the shadow, right? So your back, like, let's say C is the shadow. You have your back to the shadow, and that is what's getting cleaved. So if it's cleaving right, it's cleaving B side, and if it's cleaving left, it's cleaving D side, right?
Right, I understand that. I just don't know how I'm fucking it up in the moment, I guess.
It just honestly, it just comes down to like practice, and seeing it
don't
more,
know.
because like it just takes some getting used to. Because I think what happened that time, so you were my shadow and we were cleaving left, and I went to
Yeah.
north because I'm cleaving
Yeah.
left, right? You
Yeah.
had your shadow, so you were my shadow, right? You were like this and you were cleaving left, so you went north, but because you went north, you're cleaving everyone south.
No. So, okay, stand still. So I
Mhm.
was like this, like you're my shadow, right?
Yep.
It was like over here, so that's why I went north, because you said left. But like our shadows looked the same.
Your shadow was
Maybe-
not like that.
Maybe I don't know. I don't know. I have fucking no idea on this.
That's fine. We
Like,
didn't die, so.
I have a question.
Yeah.
I have a question. Is it much more better to see where it's cleaving first, then look at your shadow so that you can kind of like know the direction that you're gonna go? Because like if it's left, then you go the opposite way.
Your shadow pops up before the cleave. I think it's like a second before. So like how I usually look at it is I'm just DCing. I'll wait for him to get back.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, I'm here. I just turned on my my
okay.
VPN because
Sure,
I'm
no problem.
like it's cleaving me before I can like the bind. I can't move. It stucks me there. But yeah.
Let's see. So, oh, you're fine. I'm sorry, Almay. What was the question again? My brain just died for a minute.
No, well, I was just asking, is it better if we just look at the cleave for where it's cleaving first? I mean if it's holding the sword to the left or to the right and then move after that?
If you want to look for it, yeah, you can do that. But you do, so the mechanic is based off of your shadow, and it's less based off of the boss, right? The boss just tells you what side it's cleaving, but if you are listening to the calls as well, I call it as well. So if you want to listen to that, then I'll call which side it's cleaving. And Otherwise, if you just want to look at the boss to see where it's cleaving, then you can look at that way too. It differs person to person how you gauge a mechanic, right? When it comes to the shadows, though, you need to pay very close attention to your shadow and which direction it's pointing, and then you need to focus on if you're cleaving left or right. So, if for instance, I guess like a really good way to think about it is if your shadow is like pointing east to west, then you're A and C, right? So if you just think about that, then you can like pretend like you're there, right? And then you just have to kind of like face yourself away from your shadow, and then just think you are the boss and you are cleaving right. So if you're cleaving right, then you just go down here or wherever, right? We'll have to see it a bit more, but it's a really awkward mechanic to explain.
I guess like I just thought like because if it's gonna be I think what you said earlier, if it's cleaving right, then we go clockwise. If it's cleaving left, then we go counter. It's gonna be like easier, I guess, like because everything's gonna be relative to what he's. I don't know. I think that's how like my brain works.
Yeah,
Maybe.
like I think you're thinking of it the same way I am. So like if you're thinking of that, that's the other thing for you, I guess, Ayame. If you think of that as an arrow, if you think of that shadow as an arrow, then just listen to the clockwise counterclockwise call, right?
Okay. Okay.
And then kind of like go based off that. That works for some people. I think through all these learning parties, a lot more people understand it through the other way. But if that clock mechanic works for you, then perfect. Because it took me so long to understand what the other way was that like it's kind of embarrassing. Because like I was teaching the clock way for like a while, and then everyone was like, "This makes more sense." It's like, damn. Because like my brain always was defaulting to like clock, and it made sense for me, and it seemed to be working for my statics, so it just worked out that way.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
everyone learns differently.
It's because I was like, oh, if it's clock, then I just move here, and if it's not, then I go down or something.
So like let's say it's cleaving left, so clockwise, right? Then you know already that the 12 o'clock position is pointing this way, and the 6 o'clock position is pointing this way, right?
Yep.
If you're thinking of it as like a clock, yeah. That's the way. That was the easiest way for me to understand it.
And if it's
like
going,
north,
so it's
north
so if
with
it's going
clockwise
right,
here.
though, I'd go here, right? So for example, if I have mine south, and if it's going right, I just stay here.
So if
Right.
you have your arrow north of you, right, and your arrow is pointing south towards you, and you're cleaving right, and it's counterclockwise, you go to D. Yeah, exactly like that.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no worries. Rio, you back?
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay,
I'm
perfect.
ready.
If it's not, and then go here.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. I think I can.
That's all good. Yeah, whichever way, like, that's the other thing too. If there's any other way that I can explain it for you, then feel free to ask, because that's the other reason I like having like static members and other raiders here as well that have cleared the stuff, because there's ways that I can't explain it that other people could. That's the benefit of having like Kikeli here, for instance, because I think Kikeli was one of the people that was thinking left and right versus
Yeah.
clockwise, counterclockwise. Is that correct, or?
Yeah, if you mean like, because at the start I was doing the whole thing where you have to be like Like have the shadow behind you and shit.
Mm-hmm. Press you back.
Yeah, I like understand what you're saying. I'm just somehow doing it wrong, so I don't understand how
No,
I'm like
it-
making that disconnect. So I don't know. I'll figure it out.
It comes down to muscle memory at some point too, right? Like, you see it enough times, then you kind of just get a feel for it. You kind of just go with it.
Yeah, I'm probably just looking at the shadow wrong. I don't know. It's been a day, and
Yeah, that's all right.
I don't know what's happening.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Holy smokes, dude.
Sorry, I'm back.
You're you're good. I just
Yeah.
saw somebody up in Gen Chat that I haven't seen in literally like a year and a half. That is insane.
I'm gonna die.
Right. All right. So we'll do this for a bit, and then we'll pitter patter, and we'll get at her. You already know. Give me one. Did you have one or?
You need it.
Oh, we'll put a 20 on that clock, and we'll give her going good. You know, you gotta get her given going good. Hell yeah, let's go. I'll even give you guys the accent for this one. How about that?
I don't know if that's helping, to be honest.
What's that? The accent?
Yeah, I don't know.
I'll put it on hard too. Right?
Necessary.
I was killing the learning party the other day of this. It was a good time for last week or something like that. So we got an AoE coming out there, right?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
There we go.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
And we're over at the D, or over D. I can't do it right now. That's weird.
Not gonna lie, that confused me.
We're moving out.
Oh, cold. Oh my god.
Oh, I went in too soon. Alright, we're over at B. Get over B. Meow, I know cat. Cat says meow.
Meow back.
Meow, yep. Meow, yep. We got a booster coming out. 1, 2, 3, 4, go ahead. Stack up. Maybe I should, yeah, I got one. Mind if you're watching this, don't hate me, okay? Get ready to drop your shadow. One, everyone stack up. One, stay out. Somebody's gonna die. Two's out, one's in. Three's out, two's in.
I'm healing all I can. Like,
Oh,
That's okay.
Sorry, I
And
got
crossing.
when I was moving. I got cleaved.
You stay in the stack and you had one. That's why.
Just you and me playing.
Me?
Yeah.
You got this.
Isn't it supposed to
Sit
be above
mid.
my head?
No, it's above your shadow. That's why I say look at the shadow and watch your number there. So like, yeah, that's all that is. I knew somebody was gonna die, I just didn't know who. Then I saw who and I was like, damn, sad days.
Well, fuck me. Sorry.
Happy day.
Alright. We'll put 20 on the clock and we always just had to gotta get her given going good. You already know we're gonna give her, we're gonna get her, we're gonna give her, we're gonna get her, we're gonna get her. I just broke. Alright, I broke.
oh my god.
Oh my god.
I broke, guys, I'm sorry.
Get the desk over here.
Got a raid wide coming out. Alright, so where we're going is we are going over to the seaside. Then we're chilling, we're vibing, we're having a gooder, we're moving oot and a boot. Really, man? We're over at the seaside again. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. Leave on coop. Alright, we're chilling, we're vibing, we're having a gooder. We're gonna be spreading out in our clocks, and we're gonna be dropping our shadows. Stack up, watch your shadow, watch your number. Ones stay out of the stack. Two's out, one's in. Three's out, two's in. Everyone stack up. Cross. Perfect. Go ahead, Coop. 1, 2, 3. Alright. I'm gonna be getting cleaved. I don't like that. I don't like getting cleaved. Alright, now, so we got those shadows again. So, those shadows are going to be going on to the DPS first. So with DPS, get ready to place them. DPS, you're going to be placing them clockwise, cleaving left. So go south, Chris. And then Ayame north, and then Rio over here at D. Come on in. We're going to get cleaved by 1, but that's okay. Just stack up. So 2 DPS are going to get these, so just be ready. Tank healers, get ready. You're cleaving left, so clockwise. I don't know where that last one is, but it's okay. And then come over here with me. Oh, we only have 3? Okay, that's weird. I'm not going to question it. So this is the knockback. Pop your knockback or get into the corner. Alright, so get ready for your orbs. Watch your orbs coming out. So get over to your orb wherever you need to be.
I thought I was supposed to.
Perfect. Good job, guys. That was a good job. You would be north in that case. So
Yeah,
Wait, I
south.
thought I was.
we'll talk about it later, but so it's going to jump 5 times. I get confused by them, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's over at B. Kelly, you're far south. You guys need to go more north. Yeah. If you stack with me, you're going to die. You had to look at your shadow, wherever that is. Got a raid light coming out. I'll try to do some stuff here. I like, no joke, Kelly. I think that mechanic might be easier with that dumb time stuff. Get onto the squiggly line. So after this, we're going to be going to either north or south. We're going north, so get over to the 2 side. Ayame. And then we rotate
Sorry.
over to the. You're fine. Then we got raid wide coming out, so watch out for some healing here. No. Oh no. Ayame. It's okay. It's okay. I'm gonna burr, you know. We're going to be on D. Get over to D. Then we're going over to C, get to C. After C, we're going to B, get to B. After B, we're going to A, get to A. We're chilling. Good job. Now we got a Rayblood coming out, and we'll be moving Oot and Boot again. So move out. I'm gonna have a tank buster on me. This is for you, mind. Okay, I gotcha. Don't worry. Deux. Trois. Cat, go ahead, Kook. I got you. Alright. I got you, mind. I'm always looking out for you. Go ahead, cleave on Kook. Alright, so this is Boygate. I didn't really explain Boygate, so we're probably just gonna die. But, we would have, like, our partners, and we would be defaulted to, like, certain towers. And then
Put them on your
you would
partner.
pretty well just go into the tower and drop your shadow in whichever tower you need to be in. And then you would move in, and then after that, you would rotate clockwise into the next tower. I'm curious, I want to see this. Bro, let me fucking... gonna die to Doom, it's okay.
LV the Doom.
A French learning party? Fuck you. Shit. So, towers. So, the orbs are just something you kind of have to get used to. We've had it on B both times, and we've had it the same configuration both times, I think, as well. So, the important thing for that is so we had pretty well like an orb. Let's see, let me steal like A, C, D, and like something like that. We'll get rid of 4. So pretty well like 2, 3, and like B. So you want to be like roughly a little bit behind these. We had a purple orb like out here. We had a purple orb like right here. We had like an orange orb here, and we had like an orange orb here. You pretty well need to be in line with your orb. So Kikeli would be in line with this one, right? Because that's his purple orb. And I would have been in line with this one. If anyone else is stacking with us, you will die. Like, it's just a guaranteed. You will 100% die. Now, whichever group is defaulted south, I believe it's group 2, you would be taking this one because it's this southmost one of the 2. And the one group would be taking this one stacked up because it's the south, or it's the northmost one of the 2. The same thing applies if it's like the other side, and if it's east and west, or north and south, safe zone. It takes a lot to get used to that. It's kind of a pain in the butt, I'm not gonna lie to you. It sucks, honestly, that mechanic I'm not a huge fan of, but it is what it is. Are there any questions on that one in particular? Otherwise, I'll just quickly explain the tower mechanic, because... Yeah. So...
Just confusing because...
Yeah.
This is my clock position. I don't know why I go to the closest one, but... Yeah.
How do you mean?
Like, so the closest orb you said was taking one here.
Yeah, you would have been at
and
that
you
one
want me
or
to go
whatever.
there? So
What's that, sorry?
I don't know why I'm not like the furthest one, because Sirius has to run all the way over
Well, the problem comes with the orb configuration, right? Because, like, you can literally have, like, if we're looking from south to north, you can have tank orb, stack orb, which is what we had there. Or you could have, like, stack orb, tank orb, or, like, pretty well any configuration. You could have tank orb, tank orb kind of thing, right? So that's kind of where the problem lies, right? Because there are 2 stacks in that situation. There were 2 stacks north, and there were 2 tank orbs south. So I think I had like 2 or 3 of you stack with me, and well, I think I had only 2 of you stack with me, and 2 of you died to the tank orb. So that's why you died. It is like kind of like the explanation to it. You kind of had to focus on. You had to determine which orb is yours, and then you kind of had to position for it, right? That's kind of like the best way I can explain that. And that's why we default people east, west, and north, south. So group 2 is like defaulted east and south, right? So like B side, C side. That way you can adjust for that side orb if you need to. So that's why you would be taking that south orb. Sirius has to run the furthest in that case, but it just has to happen like that. It's kind of a pain in the butt, really. I don't like it. I don't like that mechanic. It gets tight with some people, and it's extremely finicky. Where if you're not in line with that orb, you're potentially gonna kill people. That's the other thing. I was debating teaching like this really, really janky thing, but I wasn't comfortable doing it because I needed at least one more person that 100% knew what was happening in orbs. Because
you haven't even done the thing yourself either yet, so...
Well, yeah, especially since I haven't done it as well.
Probably not a great idea.
Yeah. But with those orbs, we kind of just have to see them. And then you'll get a better idea for them. Now, for the towers, basically there's going to be a tower that spawns on each cardinal, so A, B, C, D. You are defaulted to whichever... So, for instance... I'm defaulted to A because A is my clock position. Kelly is defaulted to B because that's his clock position. Jen is defaulted to C because that's his clock position. And then Chris is defaulted to D because that's his clock position. Now, for 1, 2, 3, 4, you just go into your... You are defaulted to your... the clockwise tower. So 3 to C, 4 to D, 1 to A, and then 2 to B, right? So that's for that. You will either get no tether, no shadow tether, or you will get a shadow tether. If you do not have a shadow tether, you can just chill in that tower that you're defaulted to, and you're just going to hang out and have a good time, right? If you have that shadow tether, you need to adjust for the shadow drop, and you need to drop it in that tower. So, for instance, if I'm going to be ending up cleaving the C position, I'll need to move down to the C tower and take that tower with Jen will be in that tower at that time. And then I'll cleave south and C, right? So after the towers go off, we move slightly in, and then we just, from where we were, where we ended up, we just rotate clockwise into the next tower. Now after those towers go off, the people who didn't get the shadows the first time will get shadows. And after the towers go off, you need to move right away to position those shadows for the cleave. It's one of those things that you have to see as well, in my personal opinion. But it's nice to have a good idea on what is roughly going on in there before we go into it again. Towers is another thing that's kind of weird, but when you get it down, you kind of just have it. But yeah. Are there any questions up to this point?
Yeah. Nothing.
What's up,
nothing.
Ionic?
Nothing. I was just thinking like towers would be a little bit difficult because I think I need to master the shadows before.
Yeah, that's
Because
kind
you
of
kind of need to like get that idea.
Yeah, you had to get used to the shadows, but I mean, as long as you understand where you are starting first, and then where you're going to be ending up, that's a big thing. You can kind of like split it up into two sections. You're either dealing with the shadow mechanic, and then you just go into whichever tower you need to go in, and then you rotate into the next tower, and then you have to deal with the shadow mechanic again. The towers are just there to scare you, basically. That said, they are scary. If 3 of them drop, we just die. But yeah, it comes down to mastering that shadow mechanic first. It's not the worst thing if one person cleaves the group, because one cleave isn't going to kill everyone. We just get damage down. This fight is really nice for progging, just because you get damage down, but it's it does take some getting used to. But we'll put 29 o'clock and we'll get back at her. We're over at A. You're ready to move boot and a boot. We're on A. One, two, three, four, go ahead. Lead 1, 2. Get ready to drop your shadow in your clock. And then you can go ahead and drop her. One, everyone stack north. One, stay out of the group. Two's out, one's in. Three's out, two's in. And then everyone stack up. Crossing in a second. Go ahead and cross. Go ahead, Coop. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stack up. Why didn't you take damage? That's weird. Alright, get ready for the shadows. DPS, you're first. DPS, you are cleaving your left-hand side, so clockwise. So Rio go south. And then Ayame other side. Perfect, good job. Come on in. Alright, tanks, healers, get ready. Tanks, healers, you are going to be cleaving your right-hand side, so counterclockwise. So pretty well where we are at. Good stuff, come on in. Alright, this will be the knockback, so get on to the corner or get away from your knockback, I'll let you know. You can pop it if you're using it. Alright, remember where your group is going. The orbs will be coming out shortly here.
It's a little confusing now.
Alright, just for a note for people who are over at D, you can be in melee range with the boss. You don't have to be underneath the orb in particular. So it's going to jump 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at A. Oh shit!
Do you come here?
Somebody took my orb. Can you reprise that, dude?
Yeah. Oh, I thought I did. Fuck. Didn't know.
Alright, get ready for squiggly boys.
How'd you see?
Alright, get on to those squigglies. That's unfortunate. So, we are going to be going to the other side. We're at 4. Watch for the AoEs. And then rotate. We got raid bike coming out. Try to save you guys. No. Oh, I saved Jen. Alright, so we're over at D side, get over to the D. Then we're at A, get over to A. After A, we're crossing down to C, get to C. After C, we're at B, get to B. Good stuff. Alright, so we got a raid white coming out. Then we will have the good old move out mechanic. So make sure you're moving out for this. Alright, I'm gonna get hit a few times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go ahead, Cook. Leave on Cook Kelly. Alright, so this is the boy gate, so go ahead and get into your pairs. So Rio with me, Kikeli go over to D with Ayame. And then Chris over at D with, yeah. So tanks healers are first. Tanks healers, you are going to be cleaving your right hand side, so adjust for that. And get into the tower that you need to be in. Ayame get in the tower, yeah, perfect. So good job, guys. Now we move slightly in, right? And then you rotate into that clockwise tower. So get into that tower. So DPS, after the towers go off, you need to be going to your cleaving right. So wherever that is. So counterclockwise. Other side, Chris, if you can. This is good. So
No.
we'll see if we can survive this.
I couldn't move.
That's okay.
Stop me before I could move.
Yeah, that was way too quick for me.
Yeah, it's really fast. Like it's something.
That's a
you
really
just-
tight window.
Yeah. You pretty well have to know what you have and then go right away.
Yeah.
Otherwise you will just kind of die.
Sprint as well probably helps.
Yeah, sprint helps if you need to pop it.
Oh, hey, we were close to pitch bog. Nice.
Yeah, we're a couple mechanics out. So this is knockback orbs. You just pop your knockback and you take the orbs, but you know.
Oh,
Take all of them.
you look like you got like punched.
Yeah. I got punched and then I took a bunch of orbs to the face. Wasn't here for it.
I'm a little closer every time.
Alright. Yeah, like that's a very good job on the execution of that that tower though, up to like the second cleave. That's exactly what you want to do. You default into your tower, and then you move for the first one. Rotate clockwise into wherever you were. And then you just, it's the second one that gets people. We were doing it where we moved before the shadows went off, or sorry, before the towers went off, and that's even tighter. That was scary tight, so we were like, yeah, we're not doing that. But yeah. It comes down to getting used to those shadows. Once you have them down, they're like good though. I'll try to call out what I can for that. When it comes to second towers, I can try to watch that. But are there any questions on that, or are we all good on that front? Yep. Put 20 on the clock. We're over at B. Get over to B. We're vibing at B. Giving her good at B. Then we're going oot and a boot. Then we are on the D side. Get over to the D side. Alright. So, I got a buster coming out on my head. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go ahead. Leave on poop. Alright, get ready to drop your Shadow Zoot and a boot. Alright, stack north, watch your number, 1s get out. Two's out, 1's in. 3's out, 2's in. And we're stacking up, get ready to cross. And cross. One, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so get ready for the shadows. Tanks healers, you're first. Tanks healers, you will be dropping yours. Kelly sharked me. Counterclockwise. Leaving right, Kelly south. Yes, that's good. And come on in. Damn, messed up. Alright, DPS, get ready. DPS, you will be cleaving your right hand side, counterclockwise. Other side, Rio. Alright, come on in. Perfect. Good job, guys. Alright, get ready for the knockback. You can pop it if you're using it, otherwise get in the corner. Watch for your orbs. So get over to your orbs, wherever they may be. Just 2 people over there, yeah. It's okay.
I mean, it's-
Alright, get ready for the jumpy boy. So, he's over at A, so he's gonna end on B or D. I will let you know which one it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. B. Get over to B. Try to get in line with whichever orb you're at. Stack group needs to go more north and more south. You two took the tank orb. That's all that was. Get ready for the squiggly lines, you know? Get on those squiggly lines. Now, we are going to be going towards the shadow, which is over at 3. So get south at 3. After these go off, we're rotating into the other intercardinal. Then we got Ray White coming out.
No, the hill.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
It's okay.
Over the hill.
Alright, we are over at A. So this is the 4
I can't make
explosions.
it.
After A, we're at B. When we're at
Don't worry
B,
about it.
we're chilling down at C. Then when we're at C, we're going over to D. After D, we're vibing. We're having a gooder.
Like Bob
Good job.
Ross. All kinds of gooders.
Alright. So, what we're gonna have here, we're gonna be moving out. So get Oot and a boot. I'm sad.
Me too.
We got a buster coming out on me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go ahead. Stack up. Alright. So, get ready for the towers. So, position for your tower. You got her. So, what'll happen here is we will have the DPS positioning first. So DPS, you are going to be cleaving your right hand side, so counterclockwise. So Rio over to D. Nope. Ayame, you were right. It's okay.
Yep.
Let's see if we live. Come in center.
I think I'm out. Yeah, I fucked mine up.
No, you were fine.
Oh.
And then we rotate clockwise into whichever tower. And yeah, it's fine. But and then after this goes off, we're cleaving right.
Or
We
just
have Doom, so we'll just die. But yeah.
Sorry, I thought someone came to my side, so I thought I had to move.
Nah, just power move that shit. If you think you're right, just power move it. Unless I call you out. But
I wasn't confident, so I was like, hey okay, I will go with this guy's not going to.
A lot
at the
of,
start we're supposed to be next to each other.
yeah, a lot of raiding is just
You
power
run on the
moving
first tower.
stuff and seeing if you die. A lot of the times you will die, but you know, you'll learn from it.
Because I don't know if it was me you got scared for, because you ran away right when I came to the
I
tower.
got scared because like someone came through. I was like, well, wait, I'm wrong. I need to move. And then I saw like across. I thought Sirius was like was free. I was like, I need to be there. I was like, oh, crap, this is bad.
All right, we'll get one more pull in and then we'll call her. So 20 on the collect. This will be the best pull yet. All right.
Guaranteed.
Oh, there's the doubt. That means it's actually going to be the best pull. That's how this shit works, right? Every time somebody doubts the best pull call, it's always the best pull. Every single time. The 4S learning party, I called the best pull. No one believed me. And then we almost cleared, you know? Or it was the best pull of that that day. We're going over to D. Then we're moving oot and a boot. We're on the B side. After the B side, we're chilling. Or you guys are chilling. I'm not chilling. I'm
Come
gonna
on.
get slapped with the sword a few times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cleve going Alan Cook.
Because the dog's a black knight.
Alright. Chilling. Get ready to drop your shadow out. Alright. So stack up north, watch your number. 1 stay out.
Oh.
Two's out, 1's in. 3's out, 2's in. Then everyone stack up. Good job. Very good job. We'll be crossing in a sec. Go ahead and cross. One, 2, 3, 4. Alright. So what we have here is we have a stack. Kelly, if you want to die, you can stack.
I think I'll pass on that one.
So, we have the shadows. What we have here is we are going to have the DPS first. DPS, you are going to be cleaving your left-hand side, so clockwise. Other side, left and right. Ayame, Rio. That's okay. Just come here with me if you can.
It's just
Tanks, healers, get ready. Tanks, healers, you are cleaving right, so you're counterclockwise. Yeah, perfect. Good job.
Okay, guys.
Come tight with me. Tight with me. So we got the knockback. Either get in the corners or pop your knockback. Alright, so watch for your orbs and your groups. So I'm B, Kelly.
Right? No, I'm east. Fuck.
Yeah, you would have been. It gets weird because when it's like that, like, the ideal priority is like east-west first, always, and then it's north-south after that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. He's on A.
What fuck?
Oh,
Wait,
you
wait.
guys are very much dead.
Oh, I'm so confused.
fuck.
I got so confused.
That's okay.
We got this flame.
So. Thank you. Alright. So. Really quick. That was a good job today. We saw probably about, I want to say, was it 2/3 of the way through the fight? Just over, I'd say. So, basically after the, that tower mechanic, we have knockback orbs, which isn't too bad. Then we have like distance tethers, which isn't too bad. And we have like more orbs. And then we're into the last real mechanic. The last real mechanic kind of kind of annoying to deal with, but it's not too bad. Then after which, we have another knockback orb, and then the fight's over. So there's really not too much left after what we've seen. When you get like down the shadows and the towers, then you pretty well have the fight, other than that one mechanic. But we didn't see it, so you know, it's okay. Very good job today. There was a lot of yous first time in here, so good shit there.
Wait, mind if I do something before we leave?
What? Oh my god. Yeah, so anyway, today, as a reminder for everyone, donate to your FC Lotto. Join learning parties. They're a good time, whether it be mine or Vic's. We're currently the only ones doing them, so, you know, have a good time there. Then, Sword Cafe is tonight at 10 p.m. Central Time, I think that's right. The the Glamour contest is tonight at I think 8 p.m. Central Time, I want to say. Let me see. That might be
Yeah, I
false
think it's
information.
8 Central.
It is 8 Central?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's 8 Central Time. So if you want to come to those, you can go ahead and do that. They're going to be a fun time. I don't think I'm missing anything else. Serious this event, your relic grind. I hear that's a good time. I think that's it.
Beep, beep.
Oh,
It is.
and if you're in temporal, Ayame stuff with his mount farms, you know. Have a good.
Peace.
Mm-hmm.